making it to the front page of the major names. Heavily reported and discussed in the media. A situational analysis of commercial exploitation. Welcome to Simpson at 7. Sharks. Their name alone strikes fear into many people's hearts. Tonight, Simpson at 7 takes you to the world of shark tourism and shark feeding, a venture that is gaining worldwide fame as well as controversy. We also look at the situation of sharks in Fiji and whether our sharks are in danger of being decimated by the lucrative trade in shark fins. Going on a dive to see sharks was a journalism assignment we took on with great apprehension. But we did it, and I'm happy to present to you tonight the sharks of the Beqa waters. Sharks are without doubt one of the most feared animals in the world. They rule the ocean and underwater life and are deemed the biggest threat to humans when in the water. But the popular image of sharks as evil, man-eating animals has been challenged by many conservation and marine activists who say that the ocean's most deadliest predator is a magnificent animal that has simply been misunderstood and stereotyped by popular culture.
In those early days, very little was known about sharks, and most people were terrified of sharks because there'd been quite a few people killed by sharks off our surfing beaches and all over the world, in fact. But I learned very quickly that there's only 3 or 4 species that are potentially dangerous, and the other ones are harmless.
In the waters of Beqa outside Suva, some local divers are doing more than just breaking the stereotype about sharks. They are mixing with them in their own environment, communicating with them, and hand-feeding them.
So thank you very much for coming down and dive with us today, Beqa Adventure Divers, and we are the shark people of Fiji. This is something that we built for this dive to be professional. Alright? So this is where we're going, Shark Reef Marine Reserve. It's a protected area. The $20 everyone contribute, the money goes to the village to maintain and make sure this side is clean. But before everyone gets in the water, we will throw a piece of fish. All these animals, they know that we are coming today. Today is Saturday. Our feeding day is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and today. Right now, they are waiting on the surface. They know Papa is coming with the food.
Shark feeding and shark tourism is a controversial issue, not just in Fiji but all over the world, and has divided many environmental groups and conservationists. Opponents say that shark feeders are interfering with nature and natural processes. They say that sharks are born to hunt, not to be fed, and that the feeding may see sharks associate humans with food. What happens when humans have no food to feed the sharks? Or the sharks are not fed on the days they're supposed to be fed? Will the sharks consider humans as food?
We are not teaching them to eat people, we're teaching them to eat tuna heads, right? So they're not learning anything which would endanger somebody. The people that come and say you don't feed the wildlife and you're changing their behavior and they will eat people, and when you stop feeding they will come and eat the people, okay? Intuitively that kind of makes sense. What you need to do in a case like that is collect data about what really happens. So we've been collecting data for 5 years now on about 2,500 dives, okay? The first thing I can tell you is it's not always the same sharks. The shark will turn up for 3 days, disappear for 2 months, while he is doing his sharky thing, right? The food they get here is tuna heads. They are not very nutritious. So these sharks are not depending on what we give them for nutrition. So if we stop, they will just continue doing what sharks do and go and hunt fish. The second thing is that these are sharks that eat fish. Okay? You can give a cow a steak every day of your life and it will not eat the steak because cows don't eat steaks. All right? And these sharks underwater don't eat humans. Their interest, you will see it, they are interested in the piece of fish only. Okay? But if you think about what I said before, is in very general terms, people who go into the sea have to be careful. There's sharks in the sea. Now, let me finish this. The places in Fiji where there have been shark attacks are Taveuni, where there is no shark dive, and there are quite a few shark attacks. The one I know about is Singatoka. There is no shark dive there. There have been no shark attacks here.